Hey guys, and welcome back. Did you miss me? I'm sure you did. Anyways, today we are going to be talking about a true classic. It doesn't get any more nostalgic than this. Got a real treat for you today, I'm just going to say it. Batman, The Killing Joke. That's right. The Killing Joke is a 1988 one-shot graphic novel by Alan Moore and illustrated by Brian Boland, and this story is awesome. It's more of a Joker story than a Batman story, and it provides us with some kind of origin for the Joker. And it's very loosely adapted from the 1951 story The Man Behind the Red Hood. Now, when it comes to Batman, he's got such a unique set of rogues gallery villains, and actually the Joker is not my favorite just because I think he's way overused. I honestly get sick of it. The Dark Knight has some really great and disturbing villains, and they're not even being utilized properly. It seems like they just keep recycling the Joker over and over and over again.
Even as I speak, Catwoman is being trussed up at the Pussykins Pet Food Factory. First thing tomorrow, I'm sending a lovely case of cat food to Batman.
Like, guys, come on, that's not his only adversary. But as far as Batman and Joker stories go, I really like this book a lot. I consider it a very complex story overall. It's dark, very dark. Just the first few pages, they really set the tone. There's not even any dialogue. It's just Batman walking into Arkham Asylum. But the words are there. The words are there. The mood is there. The tone, that dark tone of the Batman walking into a mental asylum on a stormy night, walking past all these psychopaths and locked cells. It's there, alright. And notice I said that this is a type of origin story for the Joker, because the Joker has a lot of different origin stories. In fact, he even kind of makes a reference to that in the book. When he talks about his past, he says sometimes he remembers it one way, sometimes another. He's insane. He can't really remember it clearly. He even says if he had to have an origin, he would prefer it to be multiple choice. That kind of thing says everything about the character. To be honest, that's actually one of the best things I like about the Joker. That statement right there. That statement right there defines the Joker as a whole. You can't take anything this guy says literally. His whole character is a riddle. And when I think about it, I just think about Heath Ledger's fantastic performance playing the Joker. He incorporated that mystery personality into his performance. When he first told the stories about the scars on his face, he tells a story about his abusive father that cut into his mouth. One might feel sorry for him. But then later on, when he tells the story again, he changes it up completely. And it's like, oh wow. And he changes his story like 3 times throughout the film. Of course, though, when he tries to tell it to Batman, Bats isn't having it.
It's a funny world we live in. Speaking of which, you know how I got these scars?
No, but I know how you got these.
The Killing Joke is not really a superhero comic book. This is a story about a killer trying to make a point. When we think of the Joker, he's a psychopath, a killer, a nutcase, a disgusting, evil human being, a menace to society, a monster. And the point that Joker is trying to make in this book is that you're no different than he is. That's the point he's trying to make. Deep down, we are all as ugly as he is. And in some senses, he's kind of right. Look at the Bat. Bruce Wayne could have been a normal guy, but he had a bad day. And that literally turned him into a monster.
What's going?
I never knew. I don't know. I swear to God.
Swear to me!
The Joker is basically spitting in the face of not just Batman's very existence, but life itself. His point is that we are the crazy ones. You know, you go through life and it's hard. There's a lot of random injustices in life, and you go through really hard times sometimes. I know a little bit about that myself. And Joker's point is that you really have to hold on to hope. You have to, in a sense, convince yourself that there is a point to all your suffering. You have to convince yourself that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Otherwise, you could go crazy. And that is what he's saying is insane. It's better to just admit that you are crazy, like he is. The Joker, he knows he's as nutty as a squirrel, and he's proud of that. But he thinks that the people that we call normal, who go through life and they have hope and stuff like that, they're the crazy ones because they refuse to admit that that's insane. All it takes is one bad day to drive a normal person insane. That's his point. Honestly, the book is really amazing. Like I said, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Yes, it is a perfect story. If you like Batman, or if you like the Joker more, I would highly recommend you read this because it's very good. The artwork is very exceptional. The pages speak for themselves. You can see the level of urgency as well as each character's frustration that they're going through. Great artwork and great storytelling. That's what Alan Moore and Brian Boland gives you in Batman the Killing Joke. Now, there's also an animated Batman movie based on the 1988 comic book, and I think that's really good too. If you don't want to read the book, you can watch the movie on 123 Movies. Now, it's not 100% the same as the comic book. The movie adds on a lot, and that's just to fill the time. But they got Kevin Conroy to voice the Batman and Mark Hamill for the Joker, so that's a huge plus.
Do you ever think about how many times we've come close to World War III over a flock of geese on a computer screen? Silly goose, it's all a joke. Everything anybody's ever valued or struggled for, it's monstrous. Why can't you see the funny side? Why aren't you laughing?
Because I've heard it before. And it wasn't funny the first time.
So you get to see that too if you don't like reading. Plus in the movie you get to learn a little bit more about Batgirl because it's really her story too. But what I would really recommend, what I would highly recommend is the Batman the Killing Joke radio drama, because that is honestly 100% good. I would actually recommend that even more so than the movie. It's the whole story, 100% word for word, page for page. You could just turn this on, sit, watch, and listen. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I know some people may not like radio dramas. You know, this is the kind of radio drama where there's nothing, you know, there's no visual, you're just listening to. You actually get to see, you know, what you're listening to. But this radio drama is honestly good. I was watching this before the movie came out, and like I said, I would recommend this even higher so than the movie. The movie's good, but this is even better. The only downside is Kevin Conroy is not voicing Batman in the radio drama. If he was voicing Batman in the radio drama, oh my god. But the radio drama is really good. The guy that does voice Batman, I don't know his name, but he's pretty decent. He's alright. But I will be sure to leave a link in the description below because it's really worth checking out. So, Batman the Killing Joke, 10 out of 10. It is a perfect story. It's a gruesome story, and it's very, very serious. Movies are rated R, and with a book like this, it can only be rated R. It couldn't be anything else. But like I said, it's really good. I don't want to oversell it, but it is really good. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys would like to see me do more comic book videos, because this is the first comic book video that I've done in a while, anything you think of. I know I was thinking about doing RoboCop versus Terminator, talking about that little mini-series comic books next. But if you guys have any ideas, anything you think of when it comes to comic books or anything period that you would like me to do videos about, be sure to leave them in the description below. I check every comment. And also, thank you guys for 400 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, and if you're new here, please subscribe. Always leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.